Hello friends and families, once again welcome to Armstrong Computers. Today's segment we'll be looking at something very interesting. Today's segment we're looking at how to assign a user in a PHP point of sales. Okay, without wasting my time, let's get started. Okay, if you are new here now, this is what we learned. As you can see on the screen, this is what we learned so far as PHP point of sales is concerned, how we can set it up. I'll be leaving the link at the top here and also in the description where you guys can just take a recap and join us here. Without wasting my time, let's dive straight of how to assign or how to create a user in and also a user role in our PHP point of sale so far as permission is concerned. So as you can see now, this is what we set up on our previous video, as I just said. So let me just log in into my point of sales. So therefore, as you can see, this is my dashboard. So now for me to just assign or add a user, might as well just come to where we have user. Okay, on my menu you see where we have user here. So what I will do is that I will just click on the tasket arrow here, and then to give me a drop down is where I can click on add or new user. But before then, let me show you how to assign a role. But before we assign a role, let's see the role list. When you click on the role list, for instance, now first what you need to do is that you need to create a new role. So to create a new role, let's view the roles. You can see we have cashier here, I have owner, I have the sub admin, and I have admin. Now for you to create, how do you call it, a cashier here, what you need to do is that first you need to just click on what we have new role. Okay, so to create a user, you have to then first create a new role. So you name the role, let's say cashier. Okay, so when you name the role as cashier, so you just type role name, you type cashier. Then after typing the cashier, you just select the permission or the role you want to give to the cashier. So we can see we have type of payment. Yes, you can let the cashier select payment, so you can add payment. Okay, the cashier can add payments. Okay, and again you can just scroll down and then you come to where we have item. You see the item here. Do you want the cashier to add item? Do you want the cashier to edit the item? Do you want the cashier to delete the item? You assign the roles here. Okay, regardless to what you want the cashier to do. Okay, then after that we scroll down here and we come to where we have sales. Okay, for the sales, for instance, what do you want the cashier to do? Now, do you want the cashier to then add sales? Yes, you want the cashier to also sell, so far as sell payments and also view payments. Yes, you want the cashier to then add payments. Yes, you want a cashier to delete payments. No, you don't give that permission to the cashier to delete payments. Yet cashier can view payments. Okay, then you can just come to return. Now the returns, for instance, maybe as I just said earlier on, the cashier can a customer can buy a product and realize that, oh, the product that he has bought, that is not what he wants at that moment, and then after selling he will just return as, oh, please, I want to change it to this item. So you can accept, you can give the cashier that permission to accept return. So if you want, you can just come to where we have sales return. So yes, you can just click on add return, sales return payments for him to view. Don't allow him that, just give him sales return payment add. It's okay, so it is okay, and at the end of the day you can just go ahead and just click on save. So basically that is just that when you do that, automatically your cashier, you can create that role. So first, before you go ahead by then creating a user, first you need to assign a role. So you can see here, this is a role assigned for my cashier, the owner of the shop, and the sub admin, and then admin. So you can do that. So after that, you can, if you want to edit it, so because where we have action here, you click on it and click on edit. Okay, where we have the action or attribute, you click on the 𝓒𝓸𝓷𝓽𝓪𝓬𝓽 and click on edit. So you can go ahead and edit the role of whoever you are assigning the role to. So when you want the role for the cashier, first after typing the name cashier here, let's take a recap. I came here and under the payment type, I just click on select view, only view, to view the payment. And I want to scroll down, to where we have sales. Okay, where I click on add sales, view sales, sell payment view. You should add payments. You should also go ahead and delete payments, but you can choose to give him that option if you don't want to take it off. Okay, so I shouldn't delete any payments, you can just take it off. Then after that, we come to what we have view sales return. You give him access to view sales. You can also give him access to add sales return if you want to. Then you can go ahead and give him access to return payments, return payment, sales return payment add if you want to. You give him that permission. And after that, you just click on updates. If you want to make some changes, a dialog box display, click on OK, and then voila, that permission will be created. So after that role is been, that role or the permission, is created or updated, you just go ahead and then click on where we have new. Okay, so we are creating a new user. So here you click on new user. So after clicking on new user, you type the credentials of that new user. So the new user, I'll just go ahead and type, let's say the name of the new user is Joe. Okay, so let me type Joe. Let's say Joe 123. Okay, and then the telephone number of Joe is 057 31 900. So the email of Joe, let me just call it Joe at @gmail.com, kind of. So here you need to select the role. So you click on the 𝓒𝓸𝓷𝓽𝓪𝓬𝓽 arrow here, and then you select the role, that is cashier, and then the password of Joe. So let me just make it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Cool. Then I need to confirm the same password, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So you can choose, you can see here, this is what I did, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. You can also type any password that you want, and you can also click and choose a picture for Joe if you want to. So when you are done, remember that the username is Joe123, the password is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So after that, you just click on what, save, and click on OK. So now after I've created the user, you can see these are all the users. You can see where we have Joe123 here. So after I'm done, what I need to do is that let me open a new panel here, and then log out and log in again, and let's see. So I'm now logging out. Okay, so I'll click on my admin here and click on log out. So I'm logging out. So let me log in with the Joe for us to see. You see, me being the admin, I can get access to everything. Okay, let me just log in. I'll just log out to myself. So let me log in again. So as you can see, me being the admin, look, I can get access to anything here. You can see, look at my dashboard. So let's log into let's log into the cashier portal. Okay, so I'll log out again, which is sign out. So after signing out, so remember, Joe is Joe. Okay, so it's Joe 1 2 3, and then let me log in the password. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So being the password, and I'll just click on sign in. So you can see this is it here. So you can see the cashier can only have access to this. Okay, cashier can only sell. So what a cashier can do can only sell. So when I click on POS, the cashier is mandated to sell. So just click on the POS, and then the cashier can have access to the items and just only sell without viewing any record. So you can see here, when I come back to my dashboard, the cashier can only, the dashboard is blank because you do not give him access to the dashboard for him to see. But you can go ahead and also give him access to the dashboard for him to view the dashboard. If you want to, you can do that, and I'll show you how to do that. So you can see that these are the sales models that you gave him. He can just add sales. That is, you only click on add sales, meaning that you should sell, okay, to a particular customer, which is, see here, we have customer name, a working customer, and then you can sell to that particular customer if you want to. If you want to see the sales list, the sales he has sold, the item he has sold for the day, you can give him the access for him to see all the sales. But hey, you can also choose not to give him that access. Now, if you don't want him to view these access, I'll show you how to do that. You also have new sales returns. If you don't want him to sell sales return, you can do that also. You can restrict him not to assign sales if you don't want him to also view sales. Now let's assume that we don't want him to view the sales returns, okay, or the sales that he has made for the day. We don't want him to view it. How do we go by it? It's very simple. Let's log out and log into that portal for me to show you how that has been done. So I'll just click on the Joe and then click on sign out. Then I'm logging in as an admin. So as I've logged in as an admin, what I need to do is just simple. You have to go to, how do you call it, the rules portal, and then you just do the changes there. So I'll come to the rules and then come to where we have the rules list. And when I come to the rules list, I'll just come to where we have the cashier, click on the active, and then click on where we have edit. So after clicking on the edit, remember, I'll scroll down to where we have the sales, okay? So this is the sales. Remember, I said you should then go ahead and then sales, you should view the payments, the payments, okay, sales payment view. So you can choose to restrict him not to view, okay? So don't view any sales payment. Then you can come here to this side. See here, I said you should also view the return, okay, the sales return, okay, sales return payments. You should add. If I don't want him to add, okay, so I'll just click on do not add, don't add. So I'll just take it off. Then after that, I'll go ahead and then click on save. Now here also, when you watch here very carefully, I give him a permission to also go ahead and sell. So far, the sales payment add, you should add a payment. The reason why you should add a payment is that in case if a cashier or a customer wants to pay something in credits, okay, you can give that permission. But if you don't want to give sell an item in credit basis, you can just go ahead and take this one off so that he can only view the POS and sell. Basically, that is just that. But hey, I think you can give him that permission also as well. So remember, we just took, so far the sales return is concerned, we took it up, and we also took the sales payment view. You shouldn't view any payment. Now after you are done, the next thing, just scroll down and click on update and click on OK. So after that, now let's go ahead and log in into Joe's portal. So I'll click and click on sign out. Then now I'll go ahead, Joe123, and then I'll type my password. That's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So now as I'm here, when I click on my sales, you see that what I can see now is I can only, here we said add new sales, okay? So add new sales, you can add new sales return. Wow, that is it, add new sales return. So remember, it says add new sales return. We have sales list. I'm still viewing the sales list, so you can also restrict that one also. So let's go ahead and restrict that also. Sales shouldn't view. So let's go ahead. So I'll go ahead and click on log out and go to the admin portal. to the user, come to row again, and cashier, of course, and I'll edit it. So go ahead and scroll down here. So don't view. So you shouldn't view. We should add also as well. Take it out, and again, don't add any return. Okay. So this is okay. So then, so when we are done, okay, you just go ahead and then click on update. Yes, okay. So after clicking on update and clicking on OK, it is successfully updated the row, as you can see here. Then what I will do is that I'll log out again and then log into Joe and type my password. So when I click on the sales portal, you can see here that I can't view, I can only do sales. I can only click on sales and sell only with my POS. And then when I'm done, I just click. Suppose I'm selling, how do you call it? I wanted to buy a TV, so I select my TV. That cost is 2,400. I'll click on cash, and let's assume that is 2,400. The person gave me 2,500, so I just go ahead and type my 2,500 here, and I need to tell me that the change I need to return to the customer, and I'll click on save and print if I'm connected to the printer. If I'm not connected to the printer, I'll go ahead and click on save, and then voila, item is being sold successfully. So basically that is how to assign and add a user into your PHP point of sales. Okay, basically that is just that. Thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next video. Bye bye.